still plenty to play for the Jazz, sitting at 50-20 in the West, trying to stay in front of the Phoenix Suns as we are underway. Moses Brown, Rudy Gobert going toe-to-toe.
Where he's just doing it with confidence now, almost on a night-to-night basis.
See the Thunder chasing around shooters from behind the three-point line. Tough closeouts.
They're in the top 4 in offensive and defensive rating and the #1 net rating in the association.
Baisley, series of spins. With nearly 3 minutes gone by, underway here in the first quarter. Ingles sets it up. Gobert, his runner's going to roll off. There's a little show and go, too, as he was blowing right past the defense. Boy, that is a tough drive by Maladon. Don't want that Utah defense getting set. That's when it's at its best. Looked like Pokusevski got caught too far deep near the baseline. Brown has to get out of the key, does so. Baisley swings it back down to Maladon. Can't notch his second three. Well, there's a lot of talent going into the WNBA these days. Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, Cynthia Cooper. And I played with a guy, as Gobert goes in, he'll get an N1 on that.
And there was one of those dunks, Michael, that you were alluding to earlier with Gobert.
He leads the NBA in dunks with 223.
With the timer at 3. Makes his move, drives left. There's that REB pass. Bradley went up for the slam, but a foul from behind. And the Thunder run a similar play.
Very few practice days with his teammates.
Clarkson set it up for Gobert, who wanted an and-1, didn't get it.
Because the game, there's very few possessions in playoff basketball, unlike the regular season.
There's a block. Gobert got up high on the drive.
No look pass down low. Great recovery. Once, twice.
As Mykhailiuk is seeing a big cup from the outside. Clarkson invariably taking shots every time he touches it. Outside Niang. And the long rebound to Mykhailiuk. As Mykhailiuk is seeing a big cup from the outside. Clarkson invariably taking shots every time he touches it. Outside Niang. And the long rebound to Mykhailiuk. As Mykhailiuk is seeing a big cup from the outside. Clarkson invariably taking shots every time he touches it. Outside Niang. And the long rebound to Mykhailiuk.
Last month, the San Diego Padres had their first no-hitter of their franchise history, which is amazing.
Took them a long time to get it into the books. But Utah so sound at getting back defensively. As Roby step back, no. Coming in for the rebound is Moses Brown, and the left-hand putback rolls off. In the conversation once again for Defensive Player of the Year. Thunder
shooting, what, 67% from the field? Rudy Gobert this season.
Tops in the NBA.
He just continues to be at that level. You know what he wants to do, hang around that basket.
His game is no mystery. Maladon makes sure he's behind the tape on the 3. Offense has been hard to come by. As Ingles showed off the backboard, and the rebound by Gobert inside. Offense has been hard to come by. As Ingles showed off the backboard, and the rebound by Gobert inside. Picked up behind the three-point line.
Well, how about that spin he had that time on Ingles? It's just inadvertent. There's nothing to it.
The reaction is what got the whistle.
Just leave that alone. Shooting free throws 12 and 13. Thunder still at just 6 attempts.
Gobert splits the pair. Thunder
trying to get the big man away from the paint so they can find the open player on the floor.
Thank you, Paris.
Find a way to get to that line as well. Only took 6 attempts in that first half. And these are free throws 14 and 15 for the Jazz. But the entire first half, you love that. And how about this to take that a step further? They had 0 turnovers in the second quarter.
Bogey shooting 60%, 6 of 10 from the floor, and just dropped his 15th point. That's an air ball, Gobert.
Now a quick word from Hyundai. if you were to watch it in real time, it doesn't really look like there's all that much contact. But when you go and you look at the review, you have to uphold it because there was contact.
Right. The Utah bench wasn't complaining. And yeah, just another tough call. The Thunder just have not been able to get any kind of 50-50 calls like that. He was the man, knocked down 8 threes.
If he can be that kind of producer for Utah in the postseason, they're a different team.
Definitely doing it on both ends in that game. A defensive team candidate for sure this year, but you saw him over there on the bench. He's still trying to serve in a mentor role, even as just a second-year player. He said he had a lot.
As we come up on the midway point of this third quarter with Gobert, quick spin inside. Paisley keeping his dribble alive. Sets it up, Maladone. And his floater, no. Bradley continues to do work inside on the offensive glass. That could be so tantalizing. There's just nothing easy about that move. On the deck, spinning, fading. As Gobert will put the miss from Bogdanovich back up and in. That could be so tantalizing. There's just nothing easy about that move. On the deck, spinning, fading. As Gobert will put the miss from Bogdanovich back up and in. A staple in the Thunder rotation throughout the course of the season. A litany of different positions, and Gobert just too much strength.
He's usually that guy who sets that first screen and roll, and he goes directly to the basket.
Just uses his size to tip that rebound to himself. Trent Forrest got the flyby on the hard closeout from Mykhailiuk and a hard bank. Phoenix owns the tiebreak because Phoenix, surprisingly, this might be a surprise to you, went 3-0 against Utah in the season.
That's really a big surprise. And just played really good basketball under the radar all season long. Just continue to get better and better.